It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Titans 11.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And he has a big gain in before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Curry. This one downfield to Burks. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Charles, every time that he makes one. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Curry. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for this sack. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10, and it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans have regained the lead. I'll let you do the analysis part. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They begin with Henry. A solid stiff arm. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 52 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Curry. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. Curry, flush to his right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's connected on a couple of touchdowns. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On first down, Curry. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally. Operating from the gun, Curry. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one, so now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Looking to throw. Curry. Being chased out left. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chris Moore, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Henry again on second down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. Touchdown! Okonkwo, 45 yards. And the Titans are able to add on to that lead. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. That's caught. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. On 1st and 10, Curry. That one's taken in by Spears. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Curry dancing to his left. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears, 77 yards. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had he hit on the big one on that last drive. Touchdown pass number 50 on the season. What a year he's put together. And it's throwing on 1st down. Curry. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
2 yards, good enough for a first. Operating from the gun, Curry flushed out right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears. Pushes past him. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Off the play fake. Curry. Oh, and that is incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off play action. Curry steps away to his left. 20. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, hang on here. DeAndre Hopkins is shaken up, so we're going to have a pause for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Throwing to start the drive. Curry. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Curry. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Curry. Over the middle, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet that one looks like he'll throw here. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Off the play fake. Curry. Completes it to Trevon Wesco. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Curry. A shot downfield for Burks. That's caught inside the 20. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And out of bounds all the way down at the